The word Soma comes from the Greek for body.
I created Soma 40 years ago, and I established some principles, very radical principles.
He had some critics of Freudianism or the psychoanalysis. To more important that the elitism in the psychoanalysis and the hierarchy.
We are all equals, but in 1% we are different because this 1% is one special thing that naturally gives to us. And if the person doesn't live this 1%, he becomes neurotic.
It changed my life, actually. It changed, like, I saw how things are possible, you know, and I really do what I feel. It's like it gives me encouragement.
Soma, it's good to do, it's delicious, but at the same time it's really hard because it's you.
I think Soma is the only one that I know that put these two things together, who works politics and social politics and therapy.
He told me all the story of his capoeira, and I found the philosophical aspect of the Soma inside of the work of Pastinha. And it was fantastic for me because what I wanted to do with Soma is exactly what we are doing with capoeira. When I was a psychoanalyst, I studied in the Society of Psychoanalysis here in Brazil. I never studied Reich. They don't tell me nothing about Reich. It was in 1950. Well, after 5 years, I left the psychoanalysis. I don't support it. I don't agree with Freud's theories. I left psychoanalysis, and one day in Paris, in a show with an American group, anarchist group, theatrical group, and it was a splendid, a fantastic experience for me because I was very tired of theater, and I never saw nothing similar because they used the body in a new way. The expression of the ideas are more clear, more evident, and it motivated very much the people. And I asked to the director in what he based it to direct the actors that way. And he asked me, but you are a psychoanalyst, so you must know William Reich. And I discovered the psychology I was interested in from Reich, not from Freud. And Reich contested all the works of Freud. He said the neurosis was not only in the thought, in the brain. The neuroses are in all body. and the brain, the thoughts, are only a part of the body. The principle of the Soma is no work with sex. We are not interested in sex problems, because the only problem we are interested is liberty. If you work, if you help a person to be more free, you will be more best sex. Nobody born to be a neurotic. The neurons are produced in the social relations of the person, with family first, in school, and in society. It's a battle that everybody have to be himself in a society against the autonomy of the individual. To be a normal person is to be a subject person to the orders of the power. Rash said once that the family, the organization of the family, works like a mirror of the organization of the state, and work for the power of the state. When you say political, people imagine immediately in elections, in parties, political parties. It's not that. Political for Russian, for me, is the relation between peoples. To live, you must do political acts every moment. And this is the way we would search our original identity, fighting with the people don't like it. I found my original identification, because they want to be my original identification. Well, in this fight produce the disorder of the energy in the body. This fight all day, all moments. In a therapy, helping people to fight well against the oppression of the authoritarianism in the world, to make the people free. Therapy must be in group, because if the fight of the person against family, against universities, against society, against political parties, is in group. So you must work of your problems in group. They are a piece of the society. Working at the present, going to the past to find the original moments, starts our problems. It's not necessary. The exercise we create in Soma, the people show if he has possibility of organizing his life free from the pressures and the authoritarianism against his own life. And authoritarianism is the technique that produces the disease.
The hot seat, the group is on the ground or on a bench away from you. Only the therapist is beside, and everyone has their eyes open, and only you have your eyes shut. And then your heart goes like this, because it's the moment you're expecting. And then the therapist starts to ask what you're feeling. It's so hard to say what you're feeling in that moment, and you start saying, you have your eyes closed and you don't know what's going on there. You feel lost when you have your eyes closed. You try to hide things, not because you want to hide, just because it's your way of always hiding your problems or your way of being during your life. And in the hot seat, you can't hide when you have your eyes closed. It's like you're there. You open your eyes, people start making affirmations about you, and you can't say anything and you can't make faces. You have to be just clear, like nothing is happening, but everything is happening.
Like in many countries, many cities, the anarchism is a very small group. And I tried to apply the anarchism in the Soma, and it's how I can explain and touch the anarchism in my life. When I look for me and look and see how I can say anarchism and also I can be opposite of anarchism. This is very difficult, and I think day by day I can see this opposite in my life.
So many people dropped out, and in very different situations and ways, and like running away from it. Some of them just said, "I can't bear it. I want my neurosis back." Some guy said.
I stay fighting, making books, making conference, and I'm not very happy with the results of my work. But I think the work I did it was the only thing I could do, and to be a stone, a little stone, but this is a stone. It's a little thing, but this is something. Because I have a very tragic experience in my life in this fight. I will be in prison. I have been in prison. I have been tortured. I passed 12 years of my life in prison because I was against the false democracy and the dictator. If they discover another ideology better than the anarchism, wonderful. But the minimum you must know to be held and free is anarchism.
Most of the people don't know what anarchism is, and the people have the wrong idea what it is. And people think anarchy is no order. And I understand that anarchy is the highest order. As where people don't need to tell what they needed to do because they already know what they needed to do. And because people did not got on this level yet, people think anarchy is no order, it's chaos. And that's why I disagree completely to be on this kind of environment. But on the moment people you understand, anarchy is a kind of the harmony which everybody knows exactly what you need to do, just look like in the Capoeira Angola battery, which each element doing a different thing. But on the end you get a bigger harmony. That's anarchism.
Some are more interested in political actions, though they come to make a life in political ways. The others, no, they don't want to work in political ways, but they organize his life in an anarchist way to be health. The interest is the health. After, when you are yourself, you are health. So my answers to you, I think they could be interpreted as theoricians. If I was a theoretical man, all these answers would be opinions, politics. No, are things I live. I think for change the society, you must change the persons.